All right, let's dive in. Learning JavaScript can seriously feel like you've been dropped into this huge, uncharted world with no map. It's overwhelming, right? Well, what if you had one? Today, we're going to lay out a super clear, step-by-step roadmap that'll guide you on your quest, from being a curious beginner to a totally confident JavaScript developer. Let's get this adventure started. Look, if you've ever felt completely lost in the code, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to treat this whole learning process like an epic adventure. Every new concept you learn is like unlocking a new skill, and every project you build is like discovering a new land. So really, there's only one question left. Are you ready to start your quest? Every great journey has to start somewhere, and in the world of JavaScript, that very first step is all about building a rock-solid foundation. This is where you learn the basic language of the land, the fundamentals. So this is your starting toolkit. Honestly, think of it like learning to speak a new language. First, you have to learn the syntax. That's just the grammar, the basic rules. Then you learn about variables and data types. Those are like the nouns, the things you're going to talk about. And finally, you master functions and loops, which are the verbs. They're the action words that actually make your code do something. These three things are the bedrock for everything else you'll ever build. And this is where you get to see the first piece of real magic happen. DOM manipulation. That's just a fancy way of saying you can make a boring, static web page come to life. You know when you click a button on a site and something actually happens? Yeah, that's the DOM at work. It's literally the bridge between your code and what a person sees and clicks on. And let's be real for a second. On any quest, you are going to hit some roadblocks. In coding, we call those bugs. Learning how to handle errors and use debugging tools isn't about failing. It's about becoming a tough, resilient problem solver. Trust me, these are the survival skills that will save you so much time and frustration down the road. All right, so you've got the basics down. Now it's time to level up. This next stage is where you go beyond just the simple commands and start to really wield some of the seriously powerful features that modern JavaScript has to offer. Okay, check this out, because it's the perfect example. On the left, you've got the old way of doing things. It works, sure, but on the right, that's the modern, upgraded version. This is exactly what learning new features like ES6 is all about. You're not just learning new tricks, you're upgrading your entire toolkit to write code that's cleaner, more powerful, and way more efficient. And here are some of those awesome power-ups you're gonna unlock. Asynchronous JavaScript is the magic that lets your website do multiple things at once, like downloading a big image without freezing the entire page. API handling is how your app talks to the rest of the internet, pulling in data from other services. And mastering things like closures and the event loop, well, that's like getting a peek under the hood to see how the JavaScript engine actually thinks. So here's a crucial point. No developer, and I mean no one, builds huge, complex applications completely from scratch. You need a toolkit. This part of the journey is all about grabbing the frameworks and tools that the pros are using every single day to get the job done. Think of frameworks as these incredible pre-made blueprints for building your apps. Tools like React and Angular give you a solid structure for creating really complex user interfaces, while something like Node.js and Express lets you use the JavaScript skills you already have to build the server that powers the whole thing. And of course, every hero needs a utility belt. Package managers like NPM and Yarn are what help you manage all the different pieces of code your project depends on. And version control, specifically Git and GitHub, is absolutely non-negotiable. It's like a time machine for your code, letting you track every single change and work with other people without breaking everything. Okay, so you've got the language down, you've got the tools, but what's the thing that really separates a good developer from a truly great one? It's not just about what they use, it's about how they think. This next bit is all about mastering the core principles of engineering. I absolutely love this quote because it gets right to the heart of everything. Writing code is just how you get there. The real skill, the actual superpower, is solving problems. And the way you train that superpower is by mastering data structures and algorithms. They're just structured ways of thinking about how to solve problems in the most efficient way possible. And these are the pillars that hold up that superpower. Data structures are all about picking the right way to organize your information. Algorithms are the specific recipes you use to solve problems efficiently. State management is the critical skill of keeping track of all the changing data in a big, complicated app. And testing, that's your quality control. It's how you prove that your code does exactly what you think it does. And this table breaks it down perfectly. See, there's not just one way to sort a list of things. Bubble sort is simple, but it gets really slow if you have a huge list. Quick sort is a bit more complex, but it's way faster for big jobs. Knowing which tool to use for which problem, that's a huge part of that developer superpower we were talking about. We've made it to the final stage of our roadmap, but here's the thing, this isn't really an ending. This is where the map just opens up, and you get to decide which new territories you want to go explore. Your main quest is complete, but the adventure, that never really has to end. And just look at some of these incredible new lands you can check out. TypeScript is basically JavaScript with a suit of armor. It adds a layer of safety that helps you catch common bugs before they ever happen. Progressive web apps, or PWAs, let you build websites that feel like native apps. They can even work offline. And server-side rendering is a technique that makes your websites load faster and show up higher in Google search results. Each one is a powerful specialty you can add to your skill set. So there you have it, a complete roadmap taking you from your very first line of code all the way to mastering advanced concepts and exploring the frontiers of the web. The path is all laid out for you. The only question left is,